just like in the old times. Just like in the old times. Baby, this is what I like. This is how it should have gone. Django, such a great character. Why didn't they give him an actual death like that? See, Mace Windu died from burning. Mace Windu couldn't survive long enough to face Django in one-on-one combat. That's what happens. That's why the 69th Precinct dominates events. Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. Is your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief AP Gaines here with the ultimate, easiest, lowest gear, most efficient way to unlock Padme Amidala at 7 stars. Now, I revolutionized this guide about 9 months ago. It's still my most viewed video, and so many people haven't seen it because it was published so long ago. So I wanted to touch up, do some better explanation, tell you guys how you can get Padme Amidala incredibly quickly. You don't gotta farm Geonosians. You don't gotta like super farm your Count Dooku and your General Grievous and all that stuff. You don't have to have B1. You don't have to have Droideka. You don't have to have B2. All you have to do is follow this quick guide, and I'll explain it to you right now. Alright, so here I have some footage from the original easiest way to unlock 7-star Padme Amidala, the strategy that I pioneered and really took over the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. We're going to talk about some differences, how this event has actually changed. It's a little bit harder now. So we hop in, see how she throws up that initial middle ability. As you can see, no one has courage right off the bat. They still do a ton of damage because these are all Gear 8 characters. But they don't have that initial courage, and that's changed recently, so we'll talk about in that just a little bit. So what you're seeing here is you want them to go after this Django because he has damage immunity. Ideally, we bait out the kick because that's going to take up all of the damage, and it's not really going to do anything for him. So right off the bat, what we want to do is throw up this middle ability. It's going to do a considerable amount of damage to her. And then we want to go after Obi-Wan Kenobi with this middle ability right here because he's got a lot of ability, so he's more inclined to not pay that extortion. If they start to pay the extortion, you might as well reset because the strategy heavily revolves around this new Gunray, passing that extortion around, really going around. So back then, I didn't have the Zeta on Django, so that guy on the left side right here actually has an ability to revive all of the fallen Jedi. But since Padme isn't a Jedi, once we kill her, she's out of there. And once she's gone, she can't prevent us from calling in assists, doing extra damage because while she's alive, if we call in assists, they'll just keep getting protection up. We won't really be able to kill them. But once she's dead, we can call in as many assists as possible. Our other guys won't really be alive at that point, but it's definitely something to pay attention to if you happen to have maybe a B2 or a Dooku or an Asajj or something, characters that maybe survive longer. So now we want to throw up some debuffs because we can actually double tap with Django and not get that protection up because it doesn't count as an attack out of turn. It's just a bonus attack. And we really want them to go after that. So as you can see in this old style, they don't get a ton of the courage, which really messes us up. So that has changed, so we're going to talk about that, so stay tuned. But the strategy hasn't really changed that much. What we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to call in that last ability. It will give them protection up, but it will dispel all of the taunts and stuff, so it is super useful. And then under the old way, we would go through, and then Django would be all alive here. I would demonstrate if you get these armor shreds that you can get from Mace Windu, you got to restart. But eventually, after I think it took me 3 or 4 tries. After like 3 or 4 tries, I finally got the Django to really carry us through it. As you can see, he has armor shred at the end, which is not good. We have 5 stacks of the extortion, which is also not good. But this Django, his just offensive output at low gears, is fantastic. And eventually, he did end up winning us the battle, and got some revenge on Mace Windu. Boba couldn't get the revenge, but you know, Django does. And I think I'm actually saying something stupid right here. So, Gaines Studios, or whatever it is that I call this channel, where like 10 people will watch the video, and then one video will have like 200 views. Oh, dude, and back when I got 10 views. Oh, dude, 200 views was the happiest day of my life, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know. Do you miss old AP Gaines? Do you miss AP Gaines from 9 months ago? Have I become insufferable at this point? We'll kill Mace Windu. And that's how you get your 7-star Padme Amidala complete. All right, that is how you used to get your 7-star Padme Amidala. Let's talk about how you get it now. All right, so funny story. 9 months ago when I dropped that guide, so many people were getting their tens of thousands of people were getting their Padme Amidalas at 7 stars for free. And Capital Games obviously didn't like that. They're an EA company. Not huge AP Gaines fans themselves. They changed this event, made it maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 1,000 times harder. Most people have a 7-star Dooku, so I'll throw this in here. Honestly, not many people are going to have a 7-star Grievous, so I won't use him. I'll throw in, I don't know, Spy and Sunfac and explain how Capital Games, just to spite AP Gains, to spite the 69th Precinct, made this event kind of the most pay-to-win event that I've ever seen. They didn't used to get those 5 stacks of protection up, that courage, super quickly. If you guys remember the old footage, they actually got no courage. I mean, they had 2 stacks of courage at one point. They were doing basically no damage. So this is the situation we've stumbled across. We can throw up a Master Makashi. This honestly doesn't do much. It just prevents them from getting that retribution after we attack them. They have massive amounts of protection up. There's not really much we can do. So at this point, we throw it up on General Kenobi. He has the most ability, so he's the least likely to do that. They're going to start killing our Nute Gunray left, right, and center. We'll do this just to get rid of all of those buffs on Padme. If they keep going after Jango, we'll be in a good spot. A double stun here would be fantastic. Maybe a big hit. We got rid of Padme Amidala, which is a fantastic spot to be in. They're going to start killing Jango. So at this point, we're going to throw up Extortion. If we can get Extortion on everyone, we should be in a good spot. Who's taking the next turn? Anakin. If we can stun Anakin, we'll be in a fantastic spot. As you can see here, they don't like they don't like AP Gains one bit, but AP Gains prevails as long as Jango doesn't die. We'll be fine. So we'll do this. If they go after Jango, we're screwed. But as you guys see, this this strategy still works pretty decently well, even after they've tried to kill us. So we got terrible RNG there at the end, but that was super manageable. So I'm going to come back, and we're going to win this. You know, Capital Games can't keep us down. Even making this 100 times harder, Capital Games can't keep us down. All right, Capital Games. Oh, paying all that extortion, not good for me. So you spent what? You made $1.2 billion on this game, and you still can't keep AP Gains down. Kind of pathetic, if you ask me. I mean, I'm what, one memer with an army of almost 2.5 thousand 69th Precinct members, and you couldn't keep us down. You made the event what, impossible? Impossible. Why are you paying so much extortion right now? So much extortion. So much. You just don't want us to win. Is that it? You don't want to see the little guy win? You just don't love the memers, do you, Capital Games? But as you guys can see, even though the event is unimaginably more difficult, we're still in a fantastic spot. I mean, this was a cakewalk. I've been up literally all night. It's 5 a.m. As you can see, he revives. Doesn't really matter. Come on, Jango. Just like in the old times. Just like in the old times. Baby, this is what I like. This is how it should have gone. Jango, such a great character. Why didn't they give him an actual death like that? See, Mace Windu died from burning. Mace Windu couldn't survive long enough to face Jango in one-on-one combat. That's what happens. That's why the 69th Precinct dominates events. Thanks for watching. I love all you guys. And if you guys like these updated guides, how events have changed, they've actually changed the mechanics, and you want me to redo old events that are maybe even harder now, like Capital Games doesn't want us to win, but we still win, let me know. Love you guys.